career. Yeah.
He's a big horse.
He's got 7.5k net worth. He's leading the server by like a k and a half. It's actually ridiculous how fun it is. I'm assuming he goes to Crimson next and just nullifies everything the bear does as well.
Almost created enough space so
all of this. It comes his team. There's the space we were talking about. It comes to now. Rusty's just barely dead. Now it answers Select. Teaser actually needs to bail on this one. Is he going to be able to trade out? He's going to die. Snowblood does die himself, but Tinker's dead as well. They trade on the Earth, but that's 3 heroes gone, and now Ray Ray nearly dies to max level plasma field coming out of nowhere from Pandora. Holy hell, what is going on?
That's the old offlaner, tanky offlaner bait. Try and kill the tanky guy, can't do it. They turn sharp and turn around and lay the beating on.
I mean, Scots actually did 1500 damage himself in that. So sure, he's the tanky one, but
they just stood in the firestorm. When it's maxed out, and I mentioned he's got the talent, he does. 18 plus 18 firestorm wave damage at 10.
So that's 88 damage per wave.
Plus the burn. So you remember you're getting 4% burn on every hit. It just adds up very, very quickly.
Yeah, just look at this power pushing. Mid tier 1's gonna go down. There's no way for 5 to contest this, and with 6k down. And more importantly, don't look at this. Griezmann's got 4 Wraith Bats. Nowhere near Midas, let alone a Radiance. As now there's the Chrono. Rusty's gonna get dropped as well. Ray Ray stole the Chrono actually on Rubik, but
I don't think he can use it.
I mean, I don't think he wants to use it after what happened the last time he did.
Not the ideal Rubik play.
Yeah, there we go. That's another tier 1 down. And Devious are just dictating the pace of this game so well.
Notice that Razor now has a Hooded Defiance.
Oh, he's casual hood.
Yeah. It's going to be mass magic nullification there. They're clearly gearing up for high ground push. This is going to be the big thing. Can they push high ground against the Tinker before the Lone Druid comes online?
Honestly, they have a pipe. So I actually think so. Given the Lone Druid is nowhere near coming online. He's actually just going straight Maelstrom.
Devious playing at a great pace. I love how...
Oh look, this Ray Ray's just going to walk straight uphill into Novalau. There's the roll. There's the stolen. Chrono actually committed solo onto the Earth. They should be able to finish off here as SGL keeping in aggressively. He's going to pop the Doom. It is onto Hawkeye here, so that's the Lich. That's not the target you want. As Scots and Exo running forward. Pandora on the other side. Novalau does actually go down. Trine's going to get popped. It's going to buy them some time. Exo actually not all too healthy. No Chrono. They're actually going to back into this one as the Lone Druid has rotated in. So actually a somewhat decent engagement there for Fires. They take a 1 for 0. I imagine they doomed the Lich to stop him from getting Chain Frost off, which in hindsight is probably fair.
Surely,
given Chain Frost actually still does a lot.
Surely you're wanting to do someone like the Earth. There's actually team fight impact.
He was already Chronoed, I think.
After Lich uses Chain Frost, and provided it doesn't bounce like it crazily did, right? It's fine. It's going to hit someone for 300 damage, and yeah, so what? Move on. I don't know. Fire. It doesn't seem like they're playing particularly well here. It seems like they're an 8-cylinder car that's currently running on 6, maybe even 4 cylinders.
It feels like they've maybe not done their research against Devious. I don't know. That's not true though, because they banned all Scots as heroes. Right.
Well, at this particular point in time, they can't play at the pace Devious are playing, and
that's Chrono. That's Chrono top. Exo's really thinking about this one here, but it doesn't go. Come on, Exo, that one's no pussy, bro. Come on. What was that? If you just Chronoed there, that's a solo kill on the Tinker. As Goats bottom lane, they're gonna try and kill him now, but he's got a Crimson Guard and a pipe. So good luck with that, guys. He's gonna casually strut away. He's nearly got 10k net worth on his Underlord.
He's a danky boy. I think that Scroats is just fit in the lane here and keep pushing and apply pressure. But I don't think it really has that great of an effect because you got a Tinker, so always a defender that can come back and deal.
Novalau in some trouble. Silence lifted up, stolen pit of Malice is going to hold him in place. Novalau in the grave. As a quick pick gives the Lone Druid a kill, but look at this. Scroats is going to take the tower.
He's got Dark Rift as well, so he pretty good out of jail.
Honestly, like I don't think he even cares about Doctor. If he got 2,000 health, 11 armor, a Crimson Guard, and a pipe, it's not like they were gonna kill him anyway. He could probably have just walked out with all 5 chasing him, and he would have okay.
Would take a lot. You can see now though that the Dire, they're trying to protect some of the farming space for the lone druid. You can see that it's created this kind of buffer zone around the Dire jungle, the core of the Dire jungle. Try and give Griezmann a little bit of time and space to come online. The Tinker now with a blink dagger.
The problem though is that he's going for this Maelstrom build, which is simply not going to allow him to get that sort of split pushing free farm that you normally see out of a Radiant Spear.
Yeah, I mean, it's 20 minutes in the game and he hasn't finished his farming item. Meanwhile,
oh, he's got it coming out now, but yeah, he's going for the sniper low druid though. Oh, Tinker! Oh, perfect, bro! And then a kickback from Nova. He's on the low ground. There's nowhere for decent to go. There's no support. Oh, Chrono is actually gonna catch both supports. Rusty's down as well. Ray, we're gonna join him in a couple of seconds. There we go. He's got Stews and Chrono. Doesn't matter. I said EXO needed to come up big this game, and he has.
This
triple
guy,
kill for
game winning. Game winning.
Oh, this ward though.
Him.
Wait, who? Do we know who plays this ward?
I don't know. Whoever plays this ward, this is potentially just won them the game.
Oh, Hawkeye plays it.
Maybe they've got buyback on the Tinker, and they're going to get a lot of damage here on.
They'll probably take they'll take the actual tower. I think the Tinker's actually up in 10 seconds because he's only level 14. And Fire can also just get all 4 banner units, so something. They're gonna
forced off the racks here. Graves is gonna commit for it. Oh, the Dingle Doom. It wasn't linked beforehand, and now the Chain Frost comes. It bounces, it goes to Ray. They do the Delta split, and it seems like Devious are just gonna walk this off. SKL still trying to get the damage onto
Scout might finally die here.
Yeah, he's gone.
Is he? No way! Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. And Hawkeye's gonna die as well because of him, but I mean, sure, you fight. That's actually alright. They got some big kills there, and they only lost a tower, and they didn't have to commit buybacks at all.
Tier 4 tower's gone. That's the big thing.
Tier 3, yeah.
With the tier 3, sorry. Tier 3 tower gone, they can now access the racks, which is going to be a risk.
Yeah, Fire are doing the right thing though. They're gonna try and wait. Are they? No, they're bailing. Wow, they actually just a nerf. They wanted to try and get Roshan there, but they have to back out and
Chronosphere is on cooldown. Gonna come off cooldown. I think they worked out that with everything that Devious have, they're not that cooldown reliant. They can fight around Roshan, especially with timing being about right for Chronosphere.
I have to admire the balls on EXO. In a game with this much disable, he's just like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to go straight damage, straight up Mjolnir on the Void. It's like I can rely on my team. I don't need defensive items. I'm good.
We saw the well, once the Tinker was gone, I mean, he's kind of got free range in this fight. He hit a nice Chrono, and the Doom is never going to reach him inside the Chronosphere.
Yeah, of course. With the new time lock, basically working as a melee version of Weaver's Geminate attack.
Oh, and it just clips on Hawkeye Pierce there. They're gonna go after Nova Lau, and he's gonna die.
He'll probably buy back and try and contest this if his team wants to secure Roshan, but looks like Skirts is off, making space on the other side of the map, so
doesn't care.
He might actually still die here. He does not have an escape for 5 seconds as Tinker chasing forward. Ray, can he get in range for the lift? There we go, Skirts. Goes on the escape. Is he going to be able to make his way out? No, he cannot. The stolen Firestorm actually hurts him quite a lot. So if we look at his yeah, 500 damage from the Rubik, 1500 from the tech. Oh, that was like 700 damage from the pure damage from the laser there. As looks like Hawkeye's gonna give away his life in mid. So the famous Devious choke coming in a little bit here.
Things are falling apart now. With the second smoke committed within the last 3 minutes now. Fire picking up the pace with the Tinker. having level 2 Rihanna.
Oh, Exo, no, that's the Doom straight up. He can't get anything off. He's extremely dead here. So just jumping up straight into the arms of the Doom. No vision. And now with Void dead, Pandara shoving top, but he needs to be careful with himself. He does not have an escape. Not popping his hood active yet. In comes the rockets. Plasma field as well. Oh no, he's gonna be fine. He's just too damn fast for him to chase down. As all type of fire actually rotating top for this one. But yeah, Devious getting a little careless in this mid game.
They've given their late lead away.
Yeah, that.
Just with that Tinker timing now, all of a sudden, are much able to tank. Better capacity to take these fights. They can get in there. They can do some damage. They can actually kill some heroes. Scroats included. Scroats needs
Yeah, T's going for the Agnes mode.
He needs to turn this net worth into something now.
He's nearly got his Lotus Orb. I would like to see a Blade Mail on him for that, because of how much damage is being focused on him.
Blade Mail is nice. Lotus Orb is nice as well. Can help out the Void a little bit. Really a 50-50 at this stage. You know, do you want to be on the front line tanking, or are you just going to get left to left off a Blade Mail? Probably.
I mean, he is just straight up running headfirst into fire, so feels like he might as well, but just because they have to target him, they can't just let him stick around, right?
What about like armlet mails from some? Look at this, he's got 58 bonus damage already.
I feel like for Blade Mail, just then you just walk commanders and force Tease and well, even just forcing his Blink to be on cooldown, right? If you Blade Mail walk into him as a lot of posturing here, potential fight coming out. This Exo does have Chrono. Stones. It's gonna reveal.
This is bad.
But Exo jumps to the low ground. He's gonna actually end up Chrono and Stone. And Exo's taking so much damage, he's just gonna get lasered down by the tanker. Buyback from the Rubik now coming down. It's got 2 dead already for Devious. As now Noblau joining him, that's a third. Pandara having to back out of this one. They cannot fight this without the control. And Fire looks like they should be able to run down at least. Here, Hawkeye Pierce should be extremely dead. The tanker BOTs, and there he goes.
Bear!
Yeah, just a horrible fight for Devious.
Right into the fight.
Complete whiff on the Chronosphere there.
No, he did hit too, but with the tanker outside, he just gets lasered and blown up. Like you said, all damage, no HP, no defensive item. I mean,
He also chronoed his own Underlord as well, so Scroats couldn't actually do anything in that fight. He couldn't pop his Crimson Guard, he couldn't pop his pipe.
I think Devious are going to look back on this game and rue the mid lane push where they took the tier 4. I think they should have hung around and tried to force rack. I think that was probably their best opportunity to actually take an objective in this game, because you can see this, it's quickly slipping away. The Lone Druid, the Tinker are both above Scroats now. Pandara is managing to keep in front, but only just. He's gone for a heavy defensive build with Wood into BKB. It's hard. Aim is hard now.
Yeah, it is. With something we've seen from Devious in the past, where they do unexpectedly well at the start, and then I don't know whether it's just experience or something. They just end up choking mid game. So Ray with the Stoner for the Mallet.
This is a good fight.
SCL getting run down by Pandara here. The net comes in from his creep though. Okay, no, never mind. They'll not make sure of that kill.
They need to fight.
Griezmann trying to run out on the other side. Teason is unmolested, throwing out rockets here. Pandara probably has BKB early, but they're not going to be able to chase anything down, and that's the Razor's BKB used. Pink is still alive and throwing out more missiles. And
Novalad just needed to man up and trade his life there.
Well, speaking of other rogue form, he's not going to actually catch anything though, and now in the march, there's the but it only catches Rusty. There's a Siren Draw coming out, they're not even going to be able to kill the Grimstroke there. Never mind, the Chain Frost does make sure of that one, and down a buyback, comes to the Grimstroke. Hawkeye Pierce goes up, but do kill the bear. 60 seconds with no Lone Druid, Grimstroke buyback. Scroats is going to pull his team out of this one. 2 supports traded, that actually turns into a very good fight there.
I wanted the Novalad to go earlier there. He was linked up here with Pandara, and he was in with. He had roll range. I don't know if it was on cooldown or not, but he needed to say to Pandara, "Go." If they catch the Tinker over here in trees, that's game. That's a Tinker buyback at least, if not Rax. Just he needed to go. He needed to sum up the game there and realize that my life is worth this. If I find someone, I mean, this could be game winning. Much like he found the Tinker here on the high ground before. Yep. If you can find the Tinker in that spot, man, that would have been so good. But just didn't sum up the game. He didn't know that he needed to go there.
It's still not a bad result for Devious, given that they did kill the Lone Druid and they did lose much in a way of one important for that. It's possible that no vision, he may have just opted. He may have assumed that the Tinker was just going to instantly blink out. So.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Like he went for the safe play. He probably would have died like a scrub and looked like a fool. He rolled in there, but that's what he needed to do. He needed to go. They needed to find that core kill on the Tinker.
So speaking of core kills,
it's just so valuable.
Exo needs to run. Okay, he's just got his BKB, which is nuts. Oh, okay. I think he knows. I think he knows something's up.
This ward mid is going to get spotted by the sentry that was pre-placed.
Yep, and there we go.
Arms for the dead.
It's like they're thinking, trade this tier 2. It's eaten the TP bottom. So he's not set up.
Oh, Novalau gonna get scouted by SKL here with this rotation. They should be just giving him up for dead here. Scrimsh. Actually, this is Sphinx right now. Novalau! Okay, stunned up. Cannot make the rolling boulder out of this one. Scott's just gonna pull his entire team bottom instead. Alright, not the biggest of deals. Giving up a support to what was a pretty long duration 5-man rotation for fire, so it's a bit of time wasted. Greason, I have not seen Sniper Druid build in a very long time. Is this the build on Lone Druid now, or?
I have no idea, to be honest. I think Admiral Bulldog still builds the...
Got to ask Scroats about this.
The advantage of hero is that you can have items on both the hero and the bear.
I mean, that happens when you build for the bear as well, right?
That's right, you build tanky items for the...
Yeah, so
like,
if they can take a roll shot, this would be a big one as Scroats trying to run here. It's a leg up now on him and Pandava. As down again, legged up BKB is gonna be able to bring down SKL here. Rusty gone as well. And now 4 dead. Fire actually. What? How did that fight just?
I don't know. Pandara just rocked up and rolled them. And Aegis on the Void, here we go. This is another buyback. And this Tinker, I don't think this Tinker can actually hold this. Not alone anyway, not with an Earth Spirit on the enemy team. Nova Lau, he can go, he needs to go. Trade your life, son. Get in there.
There's only one buyback. The 2 spots on the buyback, the Lone Druid doesn't have buyback. Devious can take bottom. Raxi as well. Oh. They have 30 seconds.
Excited. The Tinker is doing some work. The fort.
5 seconds on the pipe. Yeah, they're going bottom. There's the pipes back up, they can actually do this. Still 20 seconds before the 3 dead heroes are back. They'll take the tower at least. They might commit longer just because they still have the Aegis and Voice got BKB in 5 seconds.
Yeah, they need to stay here and they need to force this. It's going to be your opportunity to go 2 lanes up. You need...
Fire might be able to get some collateral out of this, but no, there we go. Tree popping on a BKB.
We going home.
There we go. Oh, Devious, what a steal.
That is great for them. This is exactly what they needed. 2 melee racks down. These lanes will forever push, and it will prevent the Tinker from doing too much. Like, the Tinker is going to have to constantly attend to these lanes, push them back out. And I mean, Scroats can just sit top now and act as kind of the fulcrum of the pivot for his team. They can just kind of play around the tanky Underlord, who is now level 25 with the plus 25 health regen. Unkillable.
Sorry, what, the Underlord?
Yes.
Oh, you mean the level 20 talent? Yeah.
Literally unkillable. With these items...
Oh yeah, he's got 88 health regen.
It will not kill him. The Tinker literally doesn't have enough mana
Where the hell did I go?
to actually get through him. And with the Aegis here, they haven't burnt anything of considerable note. It's only the BKBs that are really on cooldown, and they're still of a reasonable duration. Pandara 8 seconds, and Exile on the Void 8 seconds as well. They're in a great spot here, Devious. It looked real shaky, but now all of a sudden we could... Oh! No! I think it might be time for a gem. Try and choke them out, hold the high ground here, and control these two lanes. Because that bottom lane's always going to push, and you have a tier 2 up. I think that if they hold the high ground here, get a gem, choke the vision, choke the map, this could be very well the game if they can play a bit of positional Dota and just realise that they need to hold this part of the map. Fucked away. We're actually going to go mid here. Root 4 staff's out. In goes Nova Loud. Doesn't find anything. Now, and they're on the racks. This is the worry of an Underlord who just walks up the high ground and hits your buildings.
Oh, Exo, there's the Hex reveal. He's still the Aegis though. There we go. There gets lasered down from a million miles away, but that's fine. He's got BKB, he's got Chrono. No, Hex up immediately. Lotus Orb coming. Is he going to be able to survive this? No, he's doomed up as well. Double Doom actually coming out. Exo's going to go down with the bear, joins him in the grave. Nobla somehow surviving this for the time being. SKO is still going to run him down. Now Scout's going to try and pull his team out of this one. Looks like he will. It's a great hold from Fire there. SKO dooming up the Void before he can get his BKB off, but still costly fight as the Lone Druid joining him in the grave. Really not the ideal situation here.
The ranks is gone. They got what they want. They have to trade a core for it, but I mean, at this stage, Exile is... He's not that farmed that it's that much of an issue. And it's really Pandara that's carrying the majority of the net worth and the gold. Look at Lincolns on the Underlord. Clearly planning just to buff the Void, get a Lincolns, get a Lotus on him. And then, you know, just survive in the fights. This Doom has been really underwhelming though. I haven't felt his impact. Everyone he seems to doom doesn't die. That's the point of Doom, is you doom someone, then they die.
Arguably it's not his fault, it's his team's fault, right? If he dooms someone and his team doesn't kill them, it's not really his fault. That was a good Doom there on the Void. Otherwise, I think Fire just lose the game if Void gets off Chrono there. Even like a passable Chrono, if Chrono's the Tinker there, that the game's over. There's no buybacks on Fire, are there? No, Fire have one buyback. It's the Rubik, that's it.
Yeah, the Tinker off short, and I think he bought out at the last fight. Like he bought that Hex to hold there.
Yeah.
So again, I want to see Devious holding this area of the map. This is where they need to play. They shouldn't be farming back here passively, because if they're up here, they've got an opportunity to chrono someone. Someone's going to get out of position. You know, Griezmann's going to walk high ground. SKL's going to walk high ground. Someone's going to walk high ground, and then you have the opportunity to take the fight.
Devious do have a tendency in the past to lack the killer instinct a little bit. They get ahead and they let their foot off because they're not that good at just ending the game outright. They have gotten better. I mean, this game they've shown they've gotten better at that, right?
Well, it comes down to two things, right? The age-old question: who's got the late game? You know, which draft is stronger?
Oh, no, just misses the boulder, but never mind. He comes in, so he's gonna pop his BKB. No Chrono yet, still waiting. Are they gonna Chrono now? Where's the Chrono? There's the Chrono! He's gonna get Griezmann on the back lines! There's a huge amount of damage coming out from Devious. That's very much gonna go down. He's gonna buy back up Seo. One they've got, no Tinker's got his one now. SKL actually still alive somehow. Stolen Chainsaw's doing a lot of damage. The other way is Exo, doomed up. Is he gonna survive this? Doesn't look like it. Ray gonna die back instantly, but looks like Novalau. And Exo is going to go down. The double Doom came up, but Novalau does survive. It's Void in the grave. 70 seconds. He can buy back if they want to end this. Both supports dead on Fire. Rubik dying back more or less instantly. Doom also bought back into that one. So only Tinker has his buyback now. Griezmann Gonna try and hold this one with no bear for 5 seconds. He should be okay. Pandal just working on the range track bottom. Shiva's Guard coming out now. SK out length up with a lot of damage stone, but there's the Hex coming out on the overloud. Is he gonna be able to survive this one? Looks like he is. Okay, but no, Scrubs has decided they've had enough. He's gonna pull his team out of this one, and they're gone. They're hitting the range tracks, which isn't the biggest of boosts, but burning the buybacks is the important ones. They've just gone to the shrine, they're gonna shrine up, and now they're gonna force top.
It's a great game of Dota, and actually very Chinese in the way that Devious are approaching this. You know, I've got the Western style idea. Let's finish the game here. Ignore the bottom lane. It'll take care of itself. You know, once we crack this final lane, we're good. But the Chinese have a different idea to Dota. They're all about incremental advantages and small steps to victory, rather than looking for the kill shot in one. They look to close down these avenues. Right now, Devious are up 2 lanes to none. So with all their tier 2s still on the map, they're incrementally building a victory here, and it's actually very, very Chinese.
It's actually quite interesting to say that, because that's how Chinese teams used to play. But if you
they
if
kind
you
of
look at the way
the...
LGD, for example, played this TI, they lost they notably lost that very famous game against OG because they tried to commit onto the throne rather than get mega creeps, and lost the subsequent fight.
And that's very Western way, end the game, rather than build the incremental steps to victory.
I've got to say,
It's interesting.
The regional difference between like strategy styles has kind of faded recently as all thinking, but Pandal instantly he came up at the link on the SKL, he cannot afford to die here. That's his buyback. They need the Doom in this fight. He's forever. He's finally gonna get the Doom on the Pandal, but it doesn't matter. He's ready and on the sidelines. He's throwing out as much as he can, but it's simply not big enough. EXO actually hexed up. They're gonna try and block both supports. Looks like they are. EXO is actually gonna go down to Rusty there. Now Pandal is joining him as Doom finally is gonna take him down, and somehow, someway, Devious get report there at the cost of the Doom dieback.
Yeah, they committed everything on the Doom, and the Doom lived long enough for the Tinker actually to deal some damage. It was a great link from Grimstroke. That plus the Hag, plus the double. I reckon that laser actually bounced between the 2 linked targets. So there was 4 lasers on 2 targets. I mean, you can do the math.
Yeah, it certainly looked like that.
When I went to school, that was a lot of damage.
So yeah, with Aegis looks like probably going the way of Fire unless Devious want to commit buybacks here. They have the Chrono Swift force buys back, but he's dead for 25 seconds. Doesn't look like they want to. Scott's standing up on the high ground. They know where he is, and it's just simply to Fire doing this that quickly, but are they really going to try and fight this around the void? Scott is straight over it. He's going to try and do this. Oh, there comes the Pandala buyback. Void's still dead for 10 seconds. Where's the buyback? Fading again, Roshan. Where's the Aegis? Aegis on the back. Beastman smashes it. Where's the cheese? Looks like he may have taken that one as well. So Rusty getting out of the other Beastman quite a but he still has that stolen. Aegis, Rusty is going to go down. He's going to buy back the Aegis against Pop. Goes to the Haze, who is stuck in the pit, and then Pandala rejoined the side of DKB Pop. Beastman gonna pop in a Savage Roll. He's running straight in the pit. No losses, no Rose straight in. Ray Ray goes down as well. He doesn't have buyback. And somehow, Devious still come out on top despite refusing to quit the Void buyback there.
Here's the common link, Cognus. Common link has always been, what kind of link did Pandara get off? And these last couple of fights, he's been getting like full links, 220 plus damage, and then he's just been partying. If they get that much damage, they need to go. And if they find the Tinker right then in that fight, they didn't hit the Tinker, but they hit their timing, where the Tinker had gone back to base, get mana, and that's why they could take that fight. If the Tinker's not there, they can fight.
Oh, there's Doom on the EXO!
He did.
Actually, he's gonna go down. There's no protection for him. And now SKL. And the front line's been there. The link up doing no line, but no, they cannot afford to die. Nova's gonna go. Team one back for this one. It's 5 seconds on BKB. Is he gonna be able to make his way back out? Looks like no. He's being ditched. Where's his team? His team is here. Scott is already. Oh, he's gonna try and trade this one back out. The SKL pops that cheese, and he manages to take Pandal. Going for the TP now. He's gonna make it. No, he's not. It's not gonna last long enough. He's dead for 2 seconds, for 2 minutes. And Devious, what's going on?
Just a misplay, a straight up misplay there by Pantera. He was thinking, hey, I'm pretty strong here. He tries to turn and fight. He BKBs up, but instead of TPing out, he fights. And then he tries to TP. He realizes that he can't fight anymore. And it's just the worst of all worlds. The cheese bait from the Doom. SKL making a great play there, being the front line. Oh boy. This game is all about the ebbs and flows.
Yeah, and I can't help but think, why would Devious not just walk up and just pop the Chrono on the Doom and the Grimstroke when they were defending the backs? Just kill off 2. Surely they know that there's a lack of buybacks. And just hesitance to commit the Chrono. This is going to be a really good hold for them in the mid lane. They even try. No, wait, are they really going for a base trade?
And they can't.
The Razor for 60 seconds. Can they actually even do this? They'll definitely lose mid racks if Fire commit. No, looks like Fire have actually lost their nerve. Fire have actually backed out. Wow. Okay, I really did not expect this. So.
Well, here's the thing, right? At this stage of the game, the Underlord hits like a fucking truck. It is so buff.
Oh wow, I forgot about Atrophy stealing permanent damage now. That's actually nuts.
It doesn't steal damage, does it? It just gives him damage.
Nah, okay, the permanent just damage increase is what I mean, yeah. That's actually insane.
So he's got, plus 118 free damage. And if he gets to walk high ground with a few Atrophy Aura stacks, he's going to be hitting your racks and he's out.
He's been in 29 kills. And he gets 5 damage per kill. That's insane. That is actually insane. You'd almost want to build attack speed talent.
Something interesting that I noticed, Pandara on the Razor went the unstable current damage. So plus 200 damage instead of the attack speed.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake this game, honestly.
Well, the fights really don't last long enough, do they? I mean,
yeah, they really don't. Quickly. And 100 attack speed is actually insane in the late game.
Yeah.
That's better than Moonshot, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And on the Razor, who relies on stealing damage and then dealing that damage in a short amount of time, you want that attack speed. Yeah. You know, you don't really need to build damage because he got it on his W. Just gonna, especially in the last couple of fights where he's been stealing 200 damage.
I mean, this will definitely help to push. AC completed for Scroats on the Unlord as we have a look at buybacks right now. Razor, Grimstroke, and Lich are the only heroes who do not have buyback.
This is better, but I want to see them taking up an aggressive position, right? I want to see one support here on the high ground, one support here on the high ground, and a ward here. Okay, control this area of the map, just continually push in this middle lane, force them to play into you, okay? You've got Chrono. Where's the Tinker gonna jump, okay? In here, if they've got no vision. They need vision. And if you control this area, you can control the fight. Fight the Tinker, you win. But, I mean, they keep moving around the map. They're going to take this bottom shrine now.
Yeah, I get the whole slow and steady strat, but it feels like Devious really overdo it sometimes.
Well, this is what EG are very good at. And they'll control a part of the map. And it's very naturally noted. We've got kind of four kind of quadrants of the map that can be controlled, and from each quadrant you can control 2 lanes, so mid, bottom and top. This is how you can close it again, because eventually someone makes a mistake. You can't fight into high ground. This is one of the high level rules, right? Even with Smoke and Seek, you can't smoke into the high ground when they have position, right? And I mean, Anakin Skywalker got it wrong. And Obi-Wan Kenobi was right. It's over. I have the high ground. And this is all Devious need to do.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. And I do want to point out there's maybe a reason that EG haven't won a major tournament in a while.
I mean, they keep coming third, so...
Which is good. They're consistently coming top 3 more than any other team, but...
OG do it as well. Here comes the smoke, high ground.
Oh, there's the Doom coming out. And onto Exo, and once again, this Void just simply cannot get his Chronosphere off, and it looks like he will probably, in fact, die to this one. They're thinking about going for the deny 60 HP. They're gonna have to go for a dump. Even he's dead already. He has buyback. Are they gonna buyback and try and fight this? I really think they should. Scroats is taking a lot of attention here. In comes the Chain Frost. Is he actually gonna survive through this? He is so damn tanky. Where's the void buyback? Devious, are they gonna try and fight this without him? As Hawkeye Pierce just gets deleted by the Tinker, and now in comes the rest of the team and just Scroat's dead again. And Devious, what is going on? Where is EXO with this buyback?
It's just small things, right?
If he bought back and fought that.
This ward is halfway through its life. It hasn't been dewarded yet. And this ward set up that fight. Because there's no gem on Devious, Fire are still getting vision across the map. They're seeing a little bit about Devious. And vision is king in these games. And finally a gem. This is about 15 minutes too late, I think. They needed to start controlling the vision game around the 30-minute mark, not the 50-minute mark.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, honestly. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing to see out of Devious.
That's a double damage lone druid.
With a fresh 10-second BKB. Yeah, it really feels like Devious is one step forward, two steps back, and it's not even that Fire are playing particularly well, because honestly they're really not.
The buyback here.
Yeah, he really does. He's gonna likely wait for the Void to commit forward first. They're gonna use the Fort to try and delay this. I think it's very optimistic for them to try and hold this, although there's no Doom for 30 seconds. And actually, you know what? They might actually be okay. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. Half the damage on the tower, but you don't care about that. And
that's some steely nerves there. I thought for sure that Scroats had to buy back. But they save it, they hold it, and they're fine.
All 10 heroes to buyback except for the Lich, who's 100 gold off his. So,
an interesting
Fire
decision by Hawkeye Pierce, going the cast range over Frost Shield duration. He clearly feels he needs that little bit of extra range, because
I think it's
speaking as a rule with talents, anytime there's a talent that increases or improves one of your abilities, you take that over everything else. Do you notice he's taking...
I guess the cast range makes sense for him to have better positioning, so he doesn't get linked up by the Grimstroke to someone, because every fight so far he's been like linked up to someone and just bursted instantly. And he actually does need to get the spells off in this fight. That's SKL blinking forward, he's gonna want to make him in, and so it's Chrono again! He cannot get the Chrono off, he gets the Aegis this time though, so he's okay. As where's the cheese? Where's the refresher shot? I can't see any of them. SKL duped back himself actually, courtesy of the Lotus on Pandora gets brought down though. 90 seconds on the sideline. He's gonna buy back for this one. SKL does go down. There's Chrono on the other side. Oh my god, the Tinker finally! He's gonna go down! Godlike streak taken away. Pandora does buy back, as does Doom, and now does the Tinker as well. So running forward, EXO is gonna break down Rusty as well. And now Griezmann is being popped in bear form. He's gonna try and fight his way out of this one. SK is back in this fight, goes on the front line. EXO popping his own BKB, but there's no Chrono left. I still don't know who actually got the refresher shot. The cheats from the Lich. And now actually they need to bail out of this one. So much damage. Oh, he does escape, but EXO gets left behind. He should still be okay. No, there's a Hex and the mini-max come on the missiles. EXO can't afford to die here. Oh, there's another Hex and he gets left behind. Dagon will bring him down, but at least he does have buyback. So
here's the problem, Cognos. At this stage of the game, your VKBs are too short. I mean, by the time the fight is really underway, your BKB is over and you just die. All throughout this game, Pandora has seemed like this unkillable juggernaut, but now he is starting to falter, and in these fights you can see he's dropped off on the net worth, he's starting to lose impact, and he's gone from a godlike spree to being like 1 and 3. So
yeah, well, was that the second Roshan, right? Not third. Was it? As Scroats is extremely dead here, but he does a buyback. Yeah, I think that might have been second Roshan, because I didn't see a refresher shot used anywhere, and no one's holding it. Yeah, Cheese did get used at some point there. They're gonna commit the Scroats buyback now. No point committing the Voids, because he does not have Chrono for another 18 seconds. Mid lanes, they're gonna take the tier 3. So they will probably be able to take the Rax as well. They're popping the BKB on both the Bear as well as... No, sorry, just on the hero. That's the Bear's talent BKB coming out from the battle cry here, but they're actually
That's
not going to be able to
so
secure the racks. Rangetrax is nearly dead, but Fire somehow can't break high ground, and that's only one buyback used from Devious. Which is a pretty good high ground hold there. So,
Groat showing what a good high ground hold defender Underlord is. He just camps himself in front of the rags, continually casts Firestorm, and it's just very hard to fight into that. The Savage Roar though, sorry.
oh, he's in trouble though. He's in trouble. There's a Blink and a Doom available. As he's quite far ahead of his team, but okay, no, he's gonna back off.
The Battle Cry granting immunity is very, very nice for these high ground pushes. It's gonna let them actually.
Because what's the
walk up and
cooldown
hit
on
buildings.
Battle Cry?
I don't know. Oh, it's not. It's not bugged.
Oh yeah, it's a
only
true
in
form. It's a true form thing, isn't it? Yeah.
That's why I can't see it.
But yeah, Devious, when they can get the Lincoln Sphere up on Exo, it's actually gonna be good. The problem is they keep not being able to actually get Chrono off. And I kind of
It's just
disagree
a
with
It's just such a hard Void game because, I mean, you're a Void and they've got all this single target control with the Grimstroke, Soulbind, with Doom, and now with the Tinker Hex. There's just so much shit flying around in these fights. You're gonna get disabled by something.
I mean, my opinion is that if you're gonna second pick the Void, you better be, prepared to have a difficult Void.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think that they accepted that and they realised that. Starting to lag out now as we head towards the hour, mate.
Classic things. So, honestly, even though Fire up 8k, it does not feel like they're winning. It feels like they're in control, but it doesn't feel like they're winning. As weird as I think to say
it
is,
really
this
is close at this stage. The Tinker is now at the stage where he's slotted Dagon 5, Hex, Ags, Blink Dagger. There's nothing really more he can do in terms of damage potential.
Honestly, I would
same
like to see him
story.
switch out his Ether Lens and buy like a BKB.
Yeah, late game BKB on a Tinker is great.
It's also
You can
just so
just
he
get
can
in
actually
there
just
and
sit in
mix it.
front. Also, he can actually still switch out his items.
The other thing I'd like to see is, or rather, Pandara is heading towards 6-slotted territory as well. He's got the cheese at the moment.
he's got
gonna
the-
switch
yeah,
in
okay,
on
he's got
Lincolns, but then he's done. Scroats is kind of pretty much slotted as well.
Nah, Pandora can still, he can swap out the Dragonlance, he can swap out his phase boots.
He's going to need to keep that for position. He needs to be able to cross kind of the threshold of the fight and get in and find a good link.
I'd honestly just really like
Look at
him
this.
to get like a Hex. A Hex could be really good here for the Razor. Or, I don't know, if he wants to commit more damage, something like a Bloodthorn can be really good as well. Given the dire BKBs are going to be running down as well. But yeah, the Refresh Orb is big on SKL. Honestly, like, right now, I think for Fire, there's just so much dependent on does SKL get a good Doom off. If they can get like if Grimstroke can pair up like the Void +1 and get the Doom off on both, that's it. That's the fight
Check
done.
this out, right? Look at this ward that was just placed right here.
Yep.
Fire are clearly thinking we need to control this high ground. Right now, Devious are moving into the high ground, and they just need to realise that this is what they need to control. This is the only part of the map where they need to be right now. If they can hold this and just be patient and eventually take a good fight, they will out-farm Fire. There's nothing Fire can do, right? Because they can't walk past them to get Roche. They can't farm their jungle. Okay, they can only be down here, which is kind of useless. Getting the high ground with damage on. Would I like to see Scroats actually go the 25% Firestorm building damage? Because anytime this happens, he can just put Firestorm on the building and it takes a little bit of damage.
Can understand why he didn't go for it though.
Oh, definitely. It's a great
the pit
team
route
fight
is,
ability. But at this,
yeah.
you need ways to win. And you need ways of taking buildings. And I think that was maybe an oversight. Especially against a Tinker.
I think if he was playing,
Oh my god, that damage! Did you just see that?
Yeah, I think if he was playing for himself, he would have probably got the damage, but he was only thinking more for his team, which is something Spitz does sometimes. He
Well, someone needs to win
as
this game.
greedy as he should be sometimes.
And right now it's kind of...
Oh, Griezmann on straight! Coming in, Exo! Oh yeah, there's no way, no hope in hell for the Sloan Druid. 90 seconds on the sideline, he's almost certainly gonna have to buy back here, so even with Chronosphere down, that's honestly an okay pick.
Look at this, right? He's got a Moonshard eaten and a Wraith Band sitting
I think Scroat bought him the Moonshot.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
I don't think he bought his own one. I'm pretty sure Scroat's bought him the Moonshot. Because Scroat
Right now,
is
on this
absolutely loaded.
Look at this, right? I need to be able to get in here and hit this builder. Oh, there's the Doom.
Oh, SKL got to zoom off onto the red. As BKB popped, Novalau linked up now as well. Griezmann's gonna buy back on the other side. Scroat, he's been caught alone. He's gonna go down here. That's gonna be his dieback. On the other side of Hendaris. Oh, up down here. Oh, he actually gets the cheese off in time. Is he gonna be able to escape out of this one? Mischievous as well. But oh, in comes the Tinker. Linking forward is gonna guess wrong, and Devious gonna retreat. They do lose Scroat, who is dead for a very, very long time. And they didn't get anything.
They got nothing.
I guess that's
nothing.
Oh, they got the buyback out of the Lone Druid. That's something, but yeah, I guess that's the downside to Void not having Axe or Refresh.
Is it really that big of a deal when you're not really killing their cause that often?
Yeah.
Felt like the first time they've killed Griezmann in a very long time.
They
smoke.
I would honestly prefer to see a Refresher Orb on Exo rather than the Butterfly. Because honestly, it feels like right now, there's so much dependent on each needs punishment. Like, sure, you can Chrono the Lone Druid solo to kill him. That's nice. But not having Chrono when they walked up high ground there is what lost him that fight.
I think also a refreshed BKB is golden in the
Huge,
fight.
yes. And refreshing his Lincoln's cooldown as well. Which is understated, but actually a big deal. Refreshing a time dilation as well is big. Hell, refresh the time walk if you have to.
Devious need to find a way of winning this game, and they're struggling, right? They can't break the high ground. The Tinker is doing way too much, and they're not getting any damage onto the tower. In the fights, nobody's finding the Tinker. The Tinker is just going completely unchecked, and well, that's a recipe for disaster. That's why we're here at 60 minutes of this game when it seemed like it was over at 30.
Yeah, and they've given the Lone Druid time to catch up now. He's got the full Daedalus complete. He's going for his own Butterfly. And then that's when you're gonna start to see items on the bear as well as the hero. What do you actually do then?
Oh, the game just gets progressively harder, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I feel like we're not far away from Lone Druid Axe, Lone Druid, AC on the bear.
At the time though, at the same time, I have to say, coming into this matchup, let's be honest, everyone expected Devious to get stopped in 20 minutes. Scroats messaged me saying he expected to get stopped in 20 minutes. So the fact that it's an hour in and they're dead even at 42 kills apiece is actually quite impressive for Devious.
No,
sure, we've pointed out a lot of the problems, right? But
I think that it's actually disappointing. I think the Devious have... This was their game to win. I think that they had this game won 2 or 3 times and they just haven't been able to push fire over the edge. And it's... I think they're going to look at this and they're going to learn a lot. I think this was a great game to look at for all those young aspiring captains, all those teams out there that are still finding their feet and finding their way, because there's just been so many small mistakes. For example, the lack of vision control around this high ground, right? We've been talking about this high ground for the last 20 minutes, and Devious never fully controlled it. Okay, they've never ever fully controlled this area of the map, and it's cost them over and over again. We saw the Void get doomed in the middle of the dire jungle, right? You would think that the first person to get doomed would be on one of the high grounds, but no, SKL walked all the way up, blinked, okay, all without any reactions, and got a doom off.
Yeah,
Just can't
that's true. Devious do have a habit of forgetting about some of the basic stuff when it comes to like boundary rune control, keeping your wards up at all times, stuff like that. Although it's funny you saying the youngest and aspiring, given that this is definitely the oldest roster in Australia right now. So these guys have like an average age of 30.
Age, just like MMR, is just a number. And within Dota, it's not really your age that determines how good you are. Obviously, we have young kids that are just insane at the game, but I mean, for those who are playing in kind of this semi-pro arena, it's definitely a spot where there's a lot of room to improve and grow.
So, by the way, EXO definitely needs to actually carry his shard on him right now. I have no idea why he's backpacked it. Swap out your Treads Foot, swap out your Mask of Mana Sword, but he needs the actual shard on him.
You'll swap it out after.
He
does.
It's a 6-second cooldown when it's on a he simply cannot wait that long. That's
I mean, it works because you can BKB after you die, right? You BKB, and then by that stage the refresher comes up.
It's not about that though. It's he needs that second chrono up instantly so that the Doom can't doom him.
Well, he's going to be able to Chronosphere straight after.
I don't know, man. It seems like an unnecessary risk.
Oh, isn't it? It's a hard game at this stage.
Honestly, its treads don't even matter. This
yeah, because all he's going to do is he's going to time walk in and Chronos on the mix. What did it? It's literally damage.
Here there's the chrono, but it's not going to catch anyone. It's just fucking inside. And this guy blinking forward. Doom's connecting on the one. There's a refresher coming in. Exo still. Oh, there's a second down, but he's got the chrono. The taker is down. It's going to buy back. There's a stolen chrono coming out, but it's not actually going to do too much. It's just had to spend out his ears right now. No, now it's still alive. And now it's going popping the cheese. Where is the void? Where's the void? His shard's on cooldown, 4 seconds, he can't use it, he's been next time, he's gonna go down here, it looks like he can't get anything off, he's gonna get brought down, and now it's gonna time to run away, and if only he had that refresher shard ready.
Pognus God, you called it perfectly. I thought that it'd work out, it didn't. The refresher shard, the passive refresher shard stats, it's a disaster. The buybacks, they got them. But as soon as those buybacks come in, they found the Tinker. As soon as those buybacks come, you can't fight. Game is over. Back out. Get the hell out.
The thing is, if the second chrono, they could have kept fighting it. The fight was actually still going really well. Pandao was healthy. That only killed the Lich and that used both forms. If he had the second chrono, they would have just won the bloody game.
That's what I'm saying, though, mate. They had no second chrono. Without that second chrono, it's done. They had to dial up the Uber and say, "Get us the hell out."
That's really heartbreaking. See, I only know that was gonna happen. I've done that before with my BKB, where I have carried Aegis in my BKB and had my BKB backpack. Making fun on the Griezmann courtesy of the ants. Now there's the buyback coming out. Link coming in, there's the corner. It's gonna catch Rusty, but Novelas is gonna walk into this one. And alive, that's the courtesy of the. Did actually not gonna do anything. Didn't gonna kill anything. They burned the refresher shot, and the buyback's not gonna get anything. It's absolute disaster here for Devious. And on the top lane, Sklov committed forwards. It's gonna get brought down here. 100 seconds on the sideline. Went for the snipe. He only got the tower, and he dropped the gem as well.
He didn't get the tower. The tower fell in the last fight.
Oh, disaster! Devious, what is going on?
And we're entering the 65th minute here.
That was the win condition. They had the refresher shard, their double chrono, fire whiffed the Doom initiation twice. He doomed the solo Lich once, and then he doomed when he still had Aegis. That was the one chance. That was perfect for them. Fire handed the game to them on a platter. Oh. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man!
It's gonna be a story of how many times can Fire lose the game and not actually lose. Some of this stuff has been literally game losing. Some of their players.
91 kills as kickback onto the Doom. But oh no, they kicked him back to 5. He's gonna be BKB and Blake down. There's no bonus sphere. For 37 seconds, Scale's gonna be fine here.
Oh, Arcane Ring.
Oh, disaster! Absolute disaster! Oh, Nova Laudata status. I mean, I like what he did there, but that's oh no, Devious, not like this.
I mean, the power runes might start making a difference here. With the Arcane Rune on the Doom, I think that they should go fight. Shorter cooldown, yeah, look, they just walk high ground. Here we go, party time.
Oh, he actually can't get the Doom off, but no, Tenka's still gonna run down Nova here, and this is gonna keep him alive for the time being, just buying some time, as Exo is gonna take you out of this one. It looks like it's just Nova for the time being. That's a lot of time. Gonna drop another water, and they are gonna bring him down. He's actually not got buyback, he's dead for 2 minutes. This might actually be a big deal. And then Scots cannot fight this one, they have to bail out of this. Scots committing his escape out of this one is gonna bring his entire team home, but 2 minutes without the Earth Spirit is actually a big deal right now.
So the cooldown on Battle Cry is 20 seconds.
Yeah, it lasts for 5 seconds. So
Yeah.
it's 15-second downtime, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
And I think
2
this is
buybacks
why-
available right now for this.
Oh! That's a whiff.
Oh, that's a chrono. Just on the Griezmann though. Are they gonna be able to bring him down? Yes, they will, but he's got buyback 2 minutes, but he can bring himself back in this one. And Scale, can they bring him down as well? Now, BKB. Scale doesn't want to use the Doom. He's the silent touch. He can't get it off. He's finally gonna get it off. I can't see on who he's gonna use the threshold as well. Exo, is he gonna do it? Yes, he is. The boy can't afford to die here. He's gonna go down. That's 2 minutes. The Lich is down as well. 2 minutes without 2 of their heroes, and Devious might have finally thrown this one away.
Wow.
The buyback coming now from the Lone Druid. He's running straight down mid. They want to end this. Fire can smell blood in the water, and Devious need an absolute bloody miracle to keep themselves in this one.
No, I think that's game. No buyback, 100 seconds. This is 2 lanes. Maybe even the throne.
Goat's committed a fresh B. He can just play this indefinitely if he really wants to. He could try and go for a backdoor play, but he doesn't have travels, and his Dark Drift is still cool now. So, they really should just go for the backdoor play, right? Where's the travels? They're not buying travels. They're gonna try and fight this one.
There's no way they can be outrageous though.
They're going.
2 of them alive.
No, Tenka's going back. But Fire aren't ending it either. They're going for Mega Queen instead. As Skull's actually still playing this. Fire not healthy here. SK running forward and down. Popping the Shivas, popping his BKB. He's going to try and turn this one onto the Doom. In the sidelines, the Tenka is doing a lot. And Pandal is running out. He's going to have to force down himself away. So, looks like they are going to secure top ranks. They can't get Mega Queens because the tier 2 is still up in the bottom lane. And Devious have actually somehow held on to this one. Skull's running forward. Griezmann not too healthy. Exo is still dead for 40 seconds. They desperately need this Chronosphere in this fight. It's now Scrolls running back. Oh, in comes the Overload. Emma came up. And this does get popped as well. Magnetize is really not doing tremendous amount of damage. And Sauron is going to zone him back. Pandara still alive. No BKB for 30 seconds. Need to be careful here. SKL has not got Doom for another 30 seconds himself, so that's actually okay. So it's running forward. Traders it out. But no, even Tegan beats it. He can't afford to go down. He's going to go down. He's going to fly back. That's the last fight out. No, Razor still has his actually, and Pandara's gonna have to use his as well. He's going to go down. 2 minutes. They're gonna try and delay here. They know they can't get Megaed, so they might just save buyback for the Razor and Devious. 2 sets of racks down, but they are still in this game.
At this
Somehow.
stage, Cognis, I am speechless. I don't get it. How can 2 teams play so well and so badly at the same time? Like, come on, boys. You play so well in patches, and then you play so poorly. There's decisions followed by terrible decisions, and those terrible decisions are followed by awesome decisions. Like, be consistent, be bad or be good. Just stop this. God, look, damn it.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling very well. I was a little bit sick. I was like, you know, it's probably gonna be a couple quick 20-minute games. Yeah, try out. Let's do it. And it's 71 minutes right now with 97 kills between these 2 teams. And
What stage does Underlord become a carry?
I mean, honestly, he could, but he didn't take the carry talents
right now. All we need is
it-
Lion.
It
I
feels like he
wish-
kind of needs all his items though. He's not even carrying his.
I wish Hawkeye had played Lion in this game.
True, but I would have probably lost actually already without the Frost Shield. He's got the 60 regen on it. It's actually a
Yeah.
big deal because he's gonna be able to heal towers with it.
So, the old Frost Shield that gave armor and 30 HP regen.
Yeah. I kind of really wish EXO had gone for a different build on the Void this game. I think the backtrack is really hurting him. It's not keeping him alive, and he kind of needs to punish the AoE to be honest.
I want. He needs a blink dagger. He needs
And
to swap
he's
that.
going Aghanim's. He's going Aghanim's. It's way too late for that. He needs the Refresh Orb as first Doom coming out on the Novalau. That's his Hex, not... Oh, actually there's a Hex on SKL somehow as Nola gets ported out by his team, so it's gonna be okay. EXO? EXO? No! Use the BKB! Use the BKB! Where's the BKB? That's Refresher EXO! What the fuck are you doing?
Dying like a scrub. BKPs for stats, boys. Oh, everybody in chat right now.
That's
BKB
more
goal.
that's more than a little bit triggering to watch, honestly, given how atrocious EXO has been all season. Like, this is one of his better games, so like that is come on. That's just they're gonna concede.
What does he
off this.
expect is going to happen there? I mean, is he expecting just to time walk that off? Like, come on. Of course the tank is going to chase you. He knows that the Underlord and Dark Rift is, 2-3 heroes away. Of course he's going to chase you and hex you and you're going to die. I did. Like I said, bad decisions followed by good decisions followed by bad decisions.
This is a huge deal though. BKB, Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shot given away to Fire. And with Void having no
actually on
buyback,
London
Underlord
right
having no buyback. This is one fight and this is done for Devious.
There it is. So refresher shards on the Doom.
Not surprising. 3 Dooms.
Here's the thing, right? I think that Devious needs to be a little bit cynical, and I think that they should just stay here and trade, the entire bottom lane if they need to, for racks at the top.
Honestly, I don't think that works out. I don't think they base race fast enough anymore because of how fat the Druid is.
Look
yeah.
at the two supports for Fire. Look what they bought. They both have
It's really
E-blades.
smart. Yeah, it helps them. It helps the tanker burst, but more importantly, it means that you've got like even more saves for whoever gets chronoed. There's so much riding on EXO right now, and we've seen games in the past at even the very top of the professional scene where the game gets flipped off 1 chrono. But honestly, with the way buybacks work right now, realistically, EXO needs 2 insane chronos, and he doesn't have. Why is he buying Ags over Refresher? Just get the bloody Refresher. He just needs a second one immediately. Oh, I really
this
don't
stage-
understand.
At this stage, you got to identify what you're losing the game to, and you're losing the game to Tinker. Tinker offers too much control and damage. So, what
And the Doom.
solutions are you going to have? Well, that's a Doom.
Where's the Doom? Oh, Hawkeye. Well, he's dead for 100. This game was so close for so long. For like an hour, nobody had a lead over 10k. And now Devious have dropped the ball entirely.
The game was won for Devious. 20 minutes.
Yeah, I really do think so. And okay, sure, let's not take away from the... Oh, there's the... Well, there's the chrono on the Griezmann. Can I actually kill him in time? The E-Blade's still keeping him alive. He's gonna get savage off. Is he actually gonna survive? He's actually gonna survive, and he's still empty Aegis. This is an absolute disaster. And now running forward, SKL. He's gonna get the Doom off. Is he?
It was wasted on the Lincoln Sphere.
Alright, so far so good, but that's a Chronosphere down, and it's down for 90 seconds. And it can't even sell items to refresh orb. How are Devious gonna hold? They didn't even take the Aegis off, and EXO, in what has been an absolute travesty of a Void game, failure, compounding failure here.
Well, yes, I think the review on Monday is going to yield some very interesting discussions for Devious. If they go and they get in the film room at the after the series is finished, I think that they're gonna find some very interesting things. Look at the regen! Oh my god, it's full health.
Yeah, that's like the one thing keeping them up right now. But even
word.
so, like
Balance.
It's just-
nothing wrong here. OS Frog, get around it.
the thing is, the longer this game drags, it doesn't get better for Devious. Unless it has a freaking refresh orb. So Scout's gonna get kicked, well, gripped back by Novalau as Griezmann.
Oh, there it
Kicked
is.
away. There's a Doom on the bit down. Got a big kill first. He should be able to try and turn this one to SPL, but Hex up on Hawkeye Pierce. With the damage. Novalau. Still alive for the timing. Oh, that huge Aeon and Grimstock damage coming out. And now Novalau is going to get brought down here by the right clicks. Scout still alive for the timing. Chainfrost not actually too much, just a BKB assist still. Up. And now, swing the back up. There's the Chrono Trigger! It's gonna get 3! It's finally gonna, it's gonna go into support though! Now they're even gonna bring down one, they're gonna bring down one, SK down as well. Does the Aegis pop? Can they bring down the bear a second time? SK fires very, very far back as Griezmann pop. BKB, he is so damn tanky. Savage Roar is gonna bring one back and now Thinker on the sidelines. Novalau is gonna go down. That's the first dieback. 2 minutes without the Earth with no control at all. Hawkeye Pierce hexed up. He might be going down here as well. He doesn't have buyback either. He's also dead for 2 minutes. Now Scrone's in some trouble running forward. The fort is going to get used to tower and the rats are still alive, but for how long? Griezmann punching into it. Scrone's is just going to get absolutely destroyed. He's going to buy back. And now desperately trying to do something here, but he's been hexed up. Hector jumping forward, but he doesn't have BKB. He doesn't have product range. He's going to trade a Griezmann. He's simply not doing enough damage. The crits are coming through. He's going to get brought down. He's dead for 2 minutes. And now is the last man standing as he's popping hits on BKB now. Rusty is going to get brought down. Maybe no, the Evelyn is going to save him. Griezmann is finally going to go down, but he has buyback as well. And now there comes the laser. And Dar's going to have to force to use his buyback. Devious have no buybacks left. Rain Trap standing, but Scrotes is half dead already. And Dar hexed up. He doesn't have BKB. He's going to go down. This game is finally done.
It's over. It is all over. Oh my word, what a game.
9 minutes, and this has got to be the most painful game.
Goodness, I like it. I think that there is so